Hello and welcome. I'm mostly Darklink, and today what I got for you guys is Bigstone. So, what is Bigstone? Well, Bigstone is, giant redstone. It is something created by Daxis, which if you've never seen his channel, please do check that out. But essentially, it's instead of one block for redstone, everything is one chunk. So if you could see back there, that's all the redstone quote dust. And then we got a lever and some other components here. And well, today we're going to be playing around. More specifically, we're going to be making a component for Bigstone. Now, why? Well, if you weren't aware, Daxis has a Discord channel and he's currently doing a contest for Bigstone. Specifically, either creating a new component or creating something with Bigstone. I'm going to have a link in the description for Daxis, specifically a link to what is Bigstone and how to use it. And you can check it all out for yourself. But today, what I want to do is make a new component. Now, I've been a bit torn. I've been torn on a few things. I originally wanted to make a dropper or dispenser because, well, I just did a whole video on auto droppers, auto dispensers, so they're kind of on my mind. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do so. But while thinking about it, there's another component that's kind of needed if we're going to do droppers and dispensers, a very important redstone component, and that is hoppers. So we have all these components here. I'm also in Daxis's Discord channel, and I don't see any of either of these. So we're going to make them. Specifically, we're going to make one in this video. And then if you guys like this and you want me to, I'll go ahead and make the other one in a future video. But for right now, I'm just debating on which one I want to do. So after giving it some thought, I think we're going to do hoppers because hoppers are going to be needed to make the dropper dispenser work the way that I'm envisioning. So let's do step one first. Hoppers. Yeah. Now I'm going to be doing it in Daxis's tutorial world for Bigstone here, just because it has all the parts. But I do need to reload the world because I'm going to need world edit. I'm going to be using any of this to test or do anything. And well, I'm right now in vanilla Minecraft. So, un momento. All right, we're back. And you can tell that all the mods are loaded because everything now has shaders on it. So I don't actually know how to use World Edit. I just know there's a wand and it's the wooden axe. So yeah, probably going to be making a fool of myself. But hey, we're learning. Now I'm going to bother with actually making something with the hoppers. Well, actually, I guess if we do the droppers, this is when all that's going to come in. So we might not have needed World Edit, but we're still going to go ahead make the droppers. So we need chunk borders on. And the reason we need chunk borders on is, as I mentioned, all components fit in a chunk. So we want to make sure our hopper obeys the same logic. Now, I think what we're going to do is make a hopper out of hoppers because, well, we want it to function like a hopper. And we're going to have to make two different ones. We're going to have to make one that faces down, and then we're going to have to make one that could be used to look in whatever direction. Now, it's not just going to be a simple make hopper out of hoppers. We are going to have to do a couple of things. First, we need to find the middle. Now, we are caring about the middle because what we are going to need to do is do a 4x4 looking down. This is going to be the bottom of our hopper. So what we need to accomplish, we're having items flow through this. We want them evenly divided between all of our hoppers here, which means we're going to need hopper minecarts. Also means we're going to have to, let's do concrete. We're going to have to try to get these all solidified in. So what we need is the hopper minecarts in between all of these so that items are being evenly dispersed between all these hoppers. And then we need a way to make sure items are evenly being dispersed between all the Minecraft hoppers. That's going to be a challenge. Well, let's do this part first. This is going to be the easier of the two. So we go ahead, break that and nudge this into place. A little bit too much. Okay, that should be all right. Now, can we just place? No, it's not going to let us just place. Cool. So we're going to need that as a helper block. To be able to, yep, cool. And we just got to do that for all of these. Thinking about it, black probably isn't the choice for, because we're making a hopper. Hoppers aren't black. Hoppers are a dark gray. Yeah, no, that's much better. Okay, can we do this without messing up what we already did? The answer seems to be yes. Cool. All right, last one. So now, in theory, if we had, say, a double, a double chest here, I just realized I don't know. I'm gonna have to go under. Okay. For this test, we throw all those items in. Then 16, 16, 16, 16. Perfect. So, oh, we should probably empty the hopper. Otherwise, every hopper that's used with this is going to have 16. So we got that part. The next part is we now need to have another one sitting here in the center, I believe. Nudge a little bit more. Okay. So essentially what we're doing is we're just making sure that any amount of items that go in get evenly distributed across all of our output hoppers. So we go do, just fill this in like so, and then to test, that's not getting sucked up at all. Is it a replacement that's the problem? Because it gets sucked up here, which means it's our placement that's the problem. Okay. What does that mean? Nothing. Where? Probably check all my rails. Okay, did they only go to this one corner? Let's see. You know what, I'm just gonna leave this hollow for it now. Okay. Problem then. So it's not detecting over here. It's probably because of how the fact that it's a hopper minecart into a hopper minecart. So, what does that mean we need to do? And what I want to do is an inner. I want to be able to do this. That way I can hide everything. That's really slow. All 12 went here. Why did all 12 go there? All 16 went here. So when they're in the center, it's not distributing. If we have them in the corner, they do? Nope. Nope. Yes. Yes. These two, super fast, gets distributed evenly across all four. These two, super slow, only into one. Okay. So that one's broken. This one's broken. These two are fine-ish. Is that because of where it is? I think it has to do with... I don't know what it has to do with. What is this one? I have a feeling it has to do with how the minecart is positioned and how the hopper is pointing into it. I do not know exactly what. If we do that... Okay. That's in all four. Alright. If we nudge that just a little bit more, and then do the same thing here. Why is it only doing partial? Now it's doing super fast into all of them. It apparently has to do with how exactly the hopper above is pointing into the hopper minecart. Good to know. The more you know. Okay, so these two are the way I want them then. These two, they worked with the corner, but we don't want it in the corner. We want it in the center, like these two. That way we can hide this. Apparently, as soon as it turns colors, once it's inside, I think that means it's good. Yes. So we should be able to then drop that. Nudge that like so. Do that, and it's in all four? Yes. Now, the reason that's important is once we get this all nice and neat looking. I don't know why I was breaking it. We need all these. Got 1, 2. This is 1, 2, 3. Okay, now. Just realized there might be a problem here. We're gonna have to be like exact. I don't know if we can be exact. Because we're gonna want to be able. That's saying this one is where it's embedded. We nudge it just a little bit. So this one. Which I think means if all of them go in there, they should all split evenly. Oh, 4. That is the most random thing I've seen. Okay. If we do 4, 4, 4, and 4. Right now we have the conundrum of whatever corner it goes to, that is the corner all the items are going to get distributed at. We want it to evenly distribute the entire thing. I just need to think. So if we do this, theory, it sent it to all of them. Then we have their, it's like random. If I do a full 64, what's going to happen? 16, the same ones? Huh. I have no idea or why it's doing it like that. None. That is an interesting mechanic that I don't feel like investigating right now. so we're just gonna have to be satisfied with this one. Okay. Freaking weird. So what we could do then is have this build up to that. So we got a 4x4 chunk here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then next we need 8x8. So what we can do, still have our 4x4 interior. Then come out 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, wait, I can't count. We don't want it to go out 4. We want to go 2 more. If this goes out 2 more, then we should have 8x8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Okay. I can do math. Maybe. Okay. And then we just kind of choose our favorite. I guess we go to the right. Now the reason doing it like this, we could do solid concrete, I guess. Look better like that. I just thought about that. Gray. Or would it look better? We did say. Now if we look at Hopper itself, it's patterned. Maybe we should just follow that. Really what we're making is this part right here. It actually looks like the entire bottom here is completely one solid color. Which would be this. Oh, is it that way all the way around? Looks like it. Okay. That's interesting. All right. So this is the bottom layer of our hopper. Let's take out a hopper. Look around at it. So we got 3 more. We have 4 different types of grayish coloring going on here. So we got darkest. There's this light gray. Got the gray concrete. But I have never been one for gradients. Pixel art, at least not very well. There's probably better options. Tuft is kind of green. You actually use it. Andesite. Alright, let's see. If we have that solid color all the way around, what's darker? Can't really say. That is definitely darker than those. We did that in the corners. And then stone all the way around. Stone, stone, powder, powder. That, or would it be better? Yeah, let's go with that. Stone, stone, andesite. And then that just repeats the whole way around. Okay. Except for, yeah, I can't. So we're going to have to do like inverse. Okay. Or would it be better? That is very obvious. I like the subtleness of the andesite better. Okay. Alright. Now that all being said, we just need to build this up. Hoppers are built different than I ever thought. Just never took the time to actually look at their pixels. And there's just stone all the way across. Alright. This is an easy layer. Should it be stone? Should it be deep slate? Most of this video is just going to be me and design choices. No, 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 no. The main problem I'm having with it is when I look at it, it doesn't look quite right. Like the stone side's not quite dark enough. I want it to be dark. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. Maybe basalt. Does that look any better? Kinda. Almost. Textures that are killing me. What does the terracotta look like? I just forget about that. Cyan terracotta. Isn't it really cyan? It's like the grays are more brown. Maybe that's just it. But if we use that gradient, so it would be... That's too much. Need something in between here and here. I think cyan would be perfect for this. Black terracotta, actually black. No, it's like brown. Then gray terracotta is also brown. So we're back to bath salt. I like that more. Are we just back to using powder here? Yeah, I think we're just back to using the powder. Okay. No, that's our gradient. Okay. It took entirely way too long, but we got our gradient. So the powder staying powder. Where we have stone is being replaced with cyan, terracotta, andesite is being replaced by that. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, and then got that. That's this all the way until one. Alright. And we just need hoppers going all the way up. Big thing is trying to keep it in a line with like this one here. Looking at it, I don't think we're getting 6 more layers of the hopper here. In fact, I might opt for shaving off this layer. So we got what? How many more layers we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, we got 6 more. Okay, we accidentaled it. Okay, so now we need to come out again. I am gonna put some frog lights in here just to make sure nothing spawns. Could also put carpets in here. Okay, now we need to come out more on each side. Yeah, because we need to hit the chuck border. Now we go around and just fill all this in really quick. If we wanted to, we could. Yeah, we're just gonna have to. This concrete powder can't float. But we could do the next layer. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Nope. 1, 2, the 1, 2. Okay. I confuse myself. Got it. I can do this. Cool. That means this corner. Yeah. Probably get rid of this hopper. Powder. Wait for the first powder. Cool. So yeah, a lot of this is just going to be building out the layers. I've just been silently doing it, just concentrating. It's like, is this the right color? I think I'm just going to finish up that and get back to you guys. All right, so we got the walls all up. We also have the top line of hoppers here because we're going to need this entire top to be hoppers in order for it to work no matter what. So what I'm thinking, because you can see into it if you're looking from here, I'm thinking we create kind of an illusion of glass. We're probably going to have to scale similarly to we did before. Now, imagining it's here for sure. Tinted, or would it be black would be better? Tinted is not really giving all-consuming void vibe I'm looking for here. I think I'm just going to seal off this part. And then here, create a layer of glass. Now, this be better gray or black? Black might give us the illusion we're going for better. Yeah. One layer down. So I took a break to go check on my kids, and it's like, I'll get to this the next day. Next day, I had a fever of about 100, and I have been sick for almost a week now. I still feel like crap. The deadline for this is coming. So, what I'm gonna do is just finish this up. Probably just finish up the design off camera. There are a few things that I really would have liked to have done, but I'm just not going to be able to get to it. Like, one, being a way for other hoppers to plug into the hopper. 2, a way for redstone to plug into the hopper to turn it off, deactivate it. I'm not going to be able to get to that with the time restraint that I currently have, which is sad. So we're going to have a 1.0 version of the hopper. And then maybe in the future we make the 2.0 that has all those. Also, the hopper pointing to the side. I'm not going to be able to make that one, unfortunately. Yay, sickness and time crunch. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all taken care of really quickly. And see you guys after that. Alright, so we have our Bigstone hopper here. Yeah, I mean, I'd say for a first attempt and not having a lot of time to play around, I'm fairly satisfied with it. Like I said, there's a couple of things that I would definitely add if I had the time, like being able to plug other hoppers into the side, because right now this is only a vertical hopper, so you can only plug into the top, and you can only put this into the top of something else. But it at least functions like that. Being able to plug it to the side, as well as being able to turn it off. I think that would be good to do. So if I was to do a 2.0, that's definitely what I would do. Also, maybe find a way to reduce the amount of hoppers, because this is, having a bunch of these is going to be a bit laggy. But hey, it's Bigstone. And well, we don't think about that right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this submitted. Now, I had planned on putting this in another one. I am still sick, and the tools to be able to do this is just not brain fried. I'm just going to submit this world, which, yeah. But hey, we got the hoppers. So let me go ahead, take some screenshots. All right, and then I'm gonna edit this video, get that uploaded, and get this all submitted. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to see me play around with more Bigstone stuff, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see more on Bigstone, don't forget to check out Daxis' channel, which will be in the description. Until next time, see ya.